Hey, what's up, boat friends? Around 9:15 a.m. Central Time, we have a 1,000 footer going outbound to the lake full of iron ore pellets. It's American Century. Aerial lift bridge, all the way up 135 feet. I'm going to show you a couple cool things on the bridge over here in 1 second. We're going to also look over there on Park Point, tell you a little bit about the rip currents that are out there right now. But the AC, she is coming through the harbor basin, going to make that pivot to go onto the bridge. Let me get you quickly caught up on marine traffic. As you can see, we have the American Century, as you just saw, just under 3 knots, cruising along there. She was over there at CN, loading iron ore pellets, came through the Blotnik. You can see her here. She's going to go under the aerial lift bridge and go outbound to the lake. I was looking for an update where she will be going. I couldn't find one, so I'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, she'll be with us here in a few minutes. I'm going to bring you over here by the lift bridge. I wanted to show you something really quick. Now, I've talked many times about Park Point. This is an island because once they dredged this canal, this became an island. It used to be a point that was all connected to the city of Duluth on the other side where Canal Park is. It's still Duluth, but it was connected all the way down. Not no more. So what they had to do is figure out with the water and the sewage, what do you do? Initially, the plan was to run the pipes underneath the lift bridge through the canal, but because of dredging and the worry of some of these pipes being damaged, they chose to run these pipes. Sometimes when you're down here, you probably never noticed it. It took me years. I mean, just in the last year and a half, I found this out. But when you see these pipes, they kind of blend in. They go all the way up the lift bridge and they go across to the other side and they connect with the city of Duluth sewage and water system. So I think that's a really unique thing. They have a pump station that is maybe about a block down the way that pumps all of that from one side to the other. So pretty interesting. I did a video on that if you want to go back. I think it's called the lift station, Duluth lift station, something like that. But I think that'd be kind of cool to check that out. Another thing I was going to tell you about is these rip currents. So when you have these waves, which I'll show you here on Park Point, you know, it's like being at the ocean with some of these waves that come in. They can get pretty volatile. Here's this lighthouse. Let me point that out real quick too. This is privately owned, by the way. It was sold at an auction. A private party purchased it. They have to maintain it to certain specifications. But these rip currents can pull you back out into the water. So as you see those waves coming in, it can actually create a situation where that current pulls you back out. And there's a flag, can't really see it right now, but it shows kind of a danger warning with those rip currents. So just keep that in mind. Looks fun to possibly go out there, but you could run into some serious problems. Well, and here we go. So a little bit of a tour ahead of time. We have the AC that is making the pivot. I hope you're doing well. Another chapter of the American Century. It's a 1,000 footer. As many know, there are a total of 13,000 foot or longer vessels on the Great Lakes. We have the sun on our backside, so we'll be able to see the coloring very well. I'm going to relay some facts before we see her go by. American Century, 1,000 feet in length, built in 1981. Owned and operated by the American Steamship Company, based out of New York. Built at the Bay Shipbuilding Company in Sturgeon Bay, A total of four 3,500 horsepower General Motors diesel engines, carrying capacity just over 80,000 tons. So the real deal when it comes to capacity for cargo, no doubt about it. Iron ore pellets. We will definitely see her sitting low in the water. 48 degrees, 12-mile-per-hour wind out of the northeast. You can see the flags there. Pretty gorgeous day here in Duluth. And you already know me, I'll take any day without that snow on the ground, so I'm good to go. Update here on marine traffic, 3.7 knots as she makes that turn. That's a Duluth hillside in the background. That'd be considered West Duluth. See a hotel in the background there to the right of the bow. That is Pier B. It's a hotel that's right there on the water. And you take a look over there, that blue building on the right, that's the Great Lakes Aquarium. So if you're here in Duluth, you want to check out some fish, it's an awesome aquarium. Very large superstructure on the American Century. You'll notice it's almost like a T shape if we look at it straight on. The pilot house or the bridge, it extends out onto the side of that superstructure on both sides there. Sitting low, got the dual anchors there on the bow. Good morning, visitors. Right now we have the American Century parked in the Duluth Canal. See the radar spinning there on top of that pole there on the bow. It's nice seeing all that green in the background. And if you look on the top right of that hill, you see that structure that's poking up. That's called Enger Tower. Check that out online. That's a really cool spot that I'm going to actually go check out here pretty soon myself. Give you a shot of that Duluth hillside as she goes by. Nice little contrast with the sky. See the shadow from the lift bridge. I don't see any crew members on the bow. Take a look how large, 1,000 feet. And as we always see, those seagulls start appearing. Oh, there's a lot of seagulls. We'll see as she goes by, but take a look at what's coming. Look behind there. Look at that sun right on the hull of the ship. Easy work for the American Century going outbound. No issues with waves to contend with, at least in the canal. Decibel reading 103.1 for the American Century. Those seagulls are having a fun time. That's that seagull party that we always talk about. Really coming through slow Nice to see it going a little slower so that way we can have a better look. A little bit of discoloration on the side, obviously weathered from plenty of work and numerous conditions. Look at the seagulls on the back there. You know, that fishing boat, they might as well just wait for those seagulls. Maybe they'll do all the work for them. Look at that. Wow. Let's take a look at that superstructure. That fishing boat better keep it slow because there's a lot of seagulls there. Now we got to keep our eye on that seagull party because I'd love to catch one grabbing a fish. Well, here's the back side of the superstructure and the stern. Look at that giant ship going outbound into that blue sky. Well, there you go, boat friends. Fun one, blue sky ahead for the American Century. We wish the captain and the crew a safe voyage to their next destination. Boat friends, I appreciate you always watching. I'll be out here with the next vessel, as you know. If you're interested in additional videos, there's a few to choose from.